Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Coffee and Critique. Just had to deal with some technical difficulties. We are still rolling. We have a very special guest. We have Lola Miller. Hey, what's up? What's up?
How are you?
Awesome. That's a dope background you got there.
Oh, thank you. It's a tapestry. I think we got it at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know you were about that life.
Yeah, I love the Renaissance Fair. It's great. I don't dress up for it, but I love going. It's my favorite thing to do.
Wow, that's awesome. What you call it? How you been today?
Today's been good. Me and my downstairs neighbor have been repainting the porch, and then we repainted our hallway. So we've been doing that, and I think we pretty much finished today. But that's mainly what I've been doing.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
how you been dealing with this quarantine? I know you modeling and whatnot, so I just want to know how you kind of working this into your schedule.
I've been trying to plan a lot of at-home shoots, and we just got a ring light, so more shoots are gonna start happening at home with my phone because I have better lighting now.
Okay.
And I've been doing a shoot with my downstairs neighbor who also does photography. I've been planning on doing something soon, hopefully. But other than that, I've just been trying to use it as a way to get my creative juices flowing to try and figure out future ideas and just ideas now. I've been making a lot of Pinterest boards and I've been trying to figure it out and have shoots set and everything, and also just try and figure out what I can do at home with the things I have.
Okay.
And trying to see if my creative juices will get flowing now that I have time to sit back and work on it.
What have you been doing to practice?
I've been practicing taking pictures with my phone a lot. I'll just put it on the timer and just stand in front of it and practice posing, practice my face in the mirror because sometimes I'm a little self-conscious about my face because I make stuff. But just been doing that and just trying to get more comfortable with posing and stuff in general.
Okay. Do you feel like it's this quarantine is like a moment of clarity, so that way, because I know not a lot of people are working, but now you have so much time, you can actually do things that you want to do, like maybe learn a guitar, learn a new language. So have you been adopting any new skills lately?
Actually, no new skills, but I did pick up something I used to do all the time when I was a kid. I used to love painting so much. I would paint all the time, and then it stopped when I got to middle school and high school because I was so busy all the time. And then I ordered paint and went before it got really crazy. I went to Walmart and everything, and I've been painting all the time and just spending hours painting because it just helps me. It relaxes me and makes me a little bit calmer with everything going on and helps me get a clear mindset and straighten my head out a little bit.
I didn't know you paint. You have any pictures to show?
Not yet. I mean, well, because I have something I started, but I didn't.
Yeah, don't hold back. I want to see.
It's not good because I haven't fixed it yet, but I did this.
Oh, look at that mushroom.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary on the Grateful Dead, and I got into the trippy mindset.
Because it looks trippy, so I figured you must have been inspired by something trippy.
Yeah, the Grateful Dead inspired it because I love them, and I was watching their documentary and everything, and I was I feel like eating something that goes along with what they did.
Right. So, Princess, what are you do? Princess, come hold on.
Princess!
Yeah, you remember Princess. She's mad because I'm sitting in her chair. Yeah, we got a new couch at the studio, so it's also Princess's couch too, apparently. So Princess, say hi. Look up. So you can sit here, just don't make no noise. All right. So what you call it? When do you think this is gonna be over? Does this end the career of models forever? What's going on? Talk to me.
I don't think it does, but I think it's a lot of people don't like my opinion. not that it's like a bad. I just personally think that everyone's getting a little too hopeful that everything's gonna be back to normal like May 15th, and I just
It's not
I
even
don't.
close, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people saying it, and it's like I like yes, be hopeful, but like also be realistic and understand that it's gonna take a while, and then even like after things reopen, it's gonna take a while for people to want to like be in public places. I mean, obviously, there's gonna be that first group of people that are like, hell yeah, like let's fucking go, things are fucking open, let's do this. And then there's gonna be a lot of people who are very weary to be out in big public groups. So I don't know. I don't think it's changed modeling forever, but it is going to take a while for things to get back to normal.
There's still people shooting right now.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you feel about that? I mean, like, is like people are like, oh yes, like I feel like they took the opportunity to kind of just jump forward and just shoot with people, like.
I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's smart unless like I saw there is a photographer I work with and he's doing an essential worker like kind of series, but he stays 6 feet away from them.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't get close. And like if you can do shoots like that, which you can with lenses and stuff, like certain lenses and everything,
I
feel
am
like
not that close anyway, so it's just like it seems like we've been doing that for a while now.
Yeah, I just like I don't know. I just feel like it may not be the smartest. I feel like the FaceTime shoots are very creative, and I love seeing them. I just feel like shooting in person right now is the best idea. But that's also me being a crazy person and very hypochondriac and nervous. That's why I haven't like tried to do anything because yeah, like the only people I've been in contact with are like our downstairs neighbors because we all live in the same house. So
Okay.
like me and my downstairs neighbor Rebecca, she's been working from home, so her and I have been at home the same amount of time. Like
just pumping out content.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, kind of. She's just working like at her like normal job or whatever. I mean, we've been doing stuff together, but I don't know. Yeah, she's probably the only person I would shoot with right now because I know it's safe.
Yeah, we might have to set up a FaceTime shoot soon because I know for a fact they're like, oh yeah, it's open. I'm like, I'm gonna wait out a few more months, see how everybody's feeling, then maybe I'll jump out there.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too. Like I'll be very happy when everything gets back, like starts getting back to normal. It's just like don't jump right back into it. Be precautious.
So my next question is, how do you stay motivated to still model even though we're still in this situation? Because I know like some people, they kind of just like use this as like a means to just drop out, like, yeah, modeling wasn't for me, like, and like what's your drive, and do you still have the passion for it?
Well, I have to say that the motivation has been the trickier part about it because like being at home and not really being able to do much, you kind of like I'm sure everyone has already, but you get into that funk because it's like you're stuck home, you can't really do anything. And personally, I hate being home. Like I've been itching to just go work and just go do something. Like I miss working and everything. But the motivation has been a little bit harder, but in my mind I'm like, you know what, like you can still do this. Like you can still do stuff at home and you can still keep doing it. Just because you can't go out and like meet up with people and shoot with people doesn't mean you can't do it yourself. And like getting the ring light was the process of like starting to get my creative juices flowing and get more motivated to like start shooting more and push out more content and like do things that like I thought about doing at home, just haven't had like motivation to do it, but also have been kind of nervous to do it because I'm scared of like doing it at home and it not coming out good. But you never know until you try. So
Are you a perfectionist?
Like, honestly, yeah. Yeah. Like, if I take a bajillion photos of myself and like not like if there's like one thing wrong with everything, I'm a huge perfectionist. But there's so many places in the apartment that I would love to do a shoot with like this tapestry in the background. Such a pretty color. And
yeah.
There's one in the bedroom too that I would love to do, but I just like the motivation has definitely been a lot harder, but I've been getting a little bit better with it. Like now I'm starting to get out of that funk of like, okay, like it's still gonna be a while, but like I can do this. And like I still want to after all this, I still want to keep shooting and I still want to keep modeling. It's still a very important thing to me. And like, I love it and I never want to stop. So I'm just trying to get the motivation to keep working at home right now.
Okay. Did you what was I gonna ask you? I was gonna ask you before. What was the movie? I think you were telling me about a movie. I don't know if you told me about it. It's called Contagion. Have you ever seen that movie?
Oh, you and Cypress were talking about that the other day on your live. I have I feel like it's a movie they showed in school in the science class one year. I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know it. Like,
I don't remember it. I think it was like fairly recent on Netflix, and it was talking about the situation that we're in right now in regards to how like the CDC was handling the situation, and it was like, all right, these people are gonna be what you call it, like if a large number of people over here are infected, they'll know if it's a pathogen or this and that and the third. And I'm saying to myself, like, yo, I can't even go to New York anymore, like public transportation. Like that's no longer in my head anymore. And I
yeah,
feel like it's definitely gonna affect the way I'm gonna be like shooting, like just in general in terms of models in the city, or just producing content for clients. Cause it's different. Like I usually like handshaking, and now it's just like now I have to wear a glove, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's the handshaking business is out. It's gone. Like like when are we gonna be not afraid of someone sneezing in the room or coughing? You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly.
Like it never used to be like a bothering thing. It's like, all right, let me just keep my distance. But now it's just like, oh, he gotta go. Like I feel like the hydra that was like what do they call it? Something hypo or not hypo. Hydrochondriac or hypochondriac.
Contract.
Yeah,
Mhm.
hypochondriac. When they just everything they read is like, oh, it definitely is this. I'm gonna die tomorrow, but you only had a paper cut. Ah,
Pretty
like
much, yeah,
so it does play a major factor in terms of like creating content. The process is definitely something to look into. Like I just started painting again. That's always fun. I've been drawing
yeah.
since two.
Oh, nice,
Yeah, and then and for
nice.
some, I as I got older, I kind of drifted away from it. So the fact that I'm kind of moving towards that again is pretty dope. You know?
Oh yeah, it's good to refine your passion and stuff, and like refine things that like make you happy.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That was because Instagram gives me lag sometimes. I'm just like,
Yeah, that's
that's why you see those just random pauses. Like I was like, I don't want to cut you off, so I have to wait double the time in terms of
okay.
respond. Any new movies or shows that you watch that are pretty dope?
Honestly, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, like a lot of YouTube, because I'm like I've always been super into YouTube, and there's this one YouTuber Shane Dawson that I am very obsessed with. Like I've watched almost all of his videos. I didn't watch his old ones, but I've
Y-
watched so many of his videos,
Yeah,
and
you showed me one of them, and it just fucked me up after I saw that one.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
the pizza one. I've been telling everybody that with Chuck E. Cheese. That shit had me rolling.
yeah. Yeah, I was watching that one the other day, but like I've been rewatching all the conspiracy videos. I haven't really found anything. Sean and I have been doing a lot of like movie nights, but mostly Marvel movies because
You got to
he's
catch
now
up.
jumped. I know most of them. I've seen most of them. He's jumped on the bandwagon now
Okay.
because like, yeah, like I think the first time he ever really saw a Marvel movie besides Iron Man was when we went to see Infinity War, and then he didn't see anything after that. Then we saw Endgame, and then after Endgame, he's like, okay, I need to watch everything. So now we've
Oh,
been
he
like,
hasn't. So you've been on it.
oh yeah, no, I've been ever since they started coming out with them. I've seen every single one except Ant Man and Black Panther. They're the two that I have yet to see, but I've seen pretty much every other one, and like he hasn't, so we've
So
been watching.
you got to catch up to Ant Man and Black Panther.
Yeah, those are actually I think the next two on our list to watch because we watched the whole all Iron Man's, all Captain America's, all Thor's, and everything, and now we have those two left because we've seen Captain Marvel, which was amazing, and we've seen everything else. So it's just Black Panther
You
and
thought Captain Marvel was amazing.
I did.
Captain
I
America
mean,
was way better.
no,
Way better.
Captain Marvel was a little. Like I understand the hype of her being like a woman and badass because she's badass. Don't get me
Which
wrong.
I would have
I
preferred a Black Widow movie, honestly, before Captain Marvel. Just to be honest, I felt like they kind of dubbed Scarlet on that one. Like she was there first, and then someone else gets a movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because like she's actually part of the Avengers, and then like in Endgame, Captain Marvel comes out of nowhere. And like personally, I'm sure a lot of other people when they watch it, I forget she's in that movie until she appears again in the end, and you're just like, oh yeah, you exist. I forgot. Because like she's not a part of like the main thing, so like you completely forget she's there. She's
Yeah,
not really in
because
the movie.
she's old. She's an OP. Like she's too powerful to kind of. It would make too many things too easy. Honestly.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I get why she only came at the end when they really needed her, but it was just like I definitely agree with they should have given a Black Widow her movie first because like she's been there from the beginning. She's part of the Avengers. She's like one of the main people. Like I know she's getting a movie, but it should have come.
Well, I basically I think if this memory, hopefully this goes as planned, but I think that when Black Widow comes out, she might still be alive in terms of I don't know, like how they making it sound right now because there's multiple Black Widows and whatnot, like all her the people that she trained with, like it might be something where they be like, oh, maybe that wasn't her. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it was somebody
Yeah.
else. And then be like, what? That means she's still alive? Because we don't want her character to just kind of just die off like that. And I don't care if it's a spoiler to most people. Y'all should have seen that movie already. So
Yeah, I mean it's been almost a year. I feel like at
Ex-
this point everyone should know what it is. If not, that's your fault.
oh my god.
But
But
yeah, no. Those movies are amazing. I love them. I've been watching them forever. And like we would always go. AMC used to do these things where like you could go and watch. They would play the previous movies beforehand.
oh
So
snap.
like my mom would always buy. Yeah, so we've done that for a couple of the Marvel movies, but we used to do that for Harry Potter. We did that for Batman one time. We watched all the Batman movies. It was so we were in the theater for so long. We watched all the movies, and then I think it was like right before like Dark Knight maybe or something like that. I don't know, but it was like yeah, they used to do that. So I've seen all the Marvel movies, and I've always been on top of it. Like I love it, but he's now just getting shit together.
On the wagon. That's funny. What was I was gonna say? Oh, so I know we were talking about a couple of ideas to start shooting, and I was thinking about doing like a projector shoot, and have it like how I have it is pretty crazy. So, and I'm right this year I'm doing like a fine arts cyberpunk type of thing this year.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be very like science fiction Blade Runner esque. Um, and I'm trying to figure out. I might buy a 3D printer. So it might happen. It's not as expensive as I thought.
No, they're pretty. They're not as bad. I know my dad has one, and my brother is actually certified. He like
Really?
has one too. Yeah, he went to school and learned how to like. He used to work in labs where they 3D printed like so much at a time. Like you would walk in and see like multiple 3D printers things at the same time.
What are they 3D printing?
I don't remember exactly what they were doing. I know my brother he used it to make molds for different like kinds of like bowls and things. He was working with this coffee shop about the story. He was working with a coffee shop and like he made up like the printing of them to kind of give them a mold of like what could happen, and then he made it later on like the proper way. But he's made molds for so many things. Like my dad, for the hell of it, he 3D prints like tanks and stuff, little figures for my mom and things like that. I don't exactly know what my brother is using his for right now, but I know he still has one. He still works on it and stuff.
That's pretty dope. I was thinking about getting one. Maybe when they drop the next check. I was like, maybe I'll get that because it's not that bad. It's like $750 for the one that I was eyeing, and I wanted to 3D print like different like a mask, like stuff that I could incorporate in shoots and whatnot, and have that with the model. And then because I just I did the cloud shoot, and granted it took like I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes to do. it was
Mhm.
worth it. And I still have to fix it up a bit. But yeah, people like, oh my god, the cloud, oh my god, this is dope. How'd you
Yeah.
make it? And it's just like it was worth the time. So I was like, if I 3D print and then mess it up a little and actually paint it, that could be like that's like the look. You know what I'm saying? Like no one has that
Yeah.
particular thing. And
Mhm.
what would you think about that? Like, you think that maybe 3D printing is slowly becoming a thing because like maybe I don't know, like they just recently talked about 3D printing a heart. So I don't know what your thoughts about that is.
I think 3D printing is really cool, and it's definitely like used for a lot of cool things. And like seeing my brother do it for like so long, and watching my dad do it, I think it's a very interesting thing, and it kind of can come in handy if like things kind of get worse. I guess if people have 3D printers and they can kind of 3D print like different things at home that's quite useful for them. I think they're amazing, and I think that more people should hop on the bandwagon because it's very like interesting that you can do that now instead of have a piece of paper. You can actually print out an object and like put it somewhere, like use it for something. Like I think it's amazing. I think every shop I want one. I
Right?
just don't have the room or probably shouldn't splurge on that right now.
Yeah, it's like damn. I was like, I want to get it, but then I can't. I can't splurge because most of my money is going towards food and whatnot. I've been doing Uber Eats
Yeah.
as well, like driving and delivering food,
Mhm.
and then also like damn, it's like you get so bored. Like I just recently bought a game on the Switch. Bought this game called Cuphead, and I don't
Mhm.
know who the fuck said that game was easy, but it's not. It's not an easy game. It looks like a kid game. It's designed as it feels like in the 1930s, and it's really
Mhm.
colorful, but it's a hard ass game. Like
Damn,
it's
really?
yeah, it's really like I'm like there's one of those games where like what kid is supposed to be playing this? Like I don't like it's a
What's the
tough
objective?
game. So the objective is you have two characters, I guess they're brothers, and they were exploring and then they were exploring in the woods and then they found this giant house. It was like a casino. And then when they got in there, they were like, yeah, I guess they were winning. And then they went up against the devil because that was like his house and whatnot. And then
Mhm.
they won, and then the devil's like, oh, 2 out of 3 or something like that. And then he actually gypped them, and when they lost, he said, "All right, I'll take your souls." And they bargained like, "No, no, we'll do anything, just to, He's all right. Well, you need to capture these souls, and I'll let you go. And so the whole game is you have to fight these enemies, and then you'll get their soul. But this it's a weird game because there's levels where it's like a regular like a like Mario type deal, except they have like missiles or like things shooting out of their fingers, and
Mhm.
then there'll be missions which I've never encountered before, straight to the boss. Just
Wow.
the moment you click on that stage, it's a boss. So you're thinking, oh, it can't be that bad. It's straight to the boss, so this should be easy or something like that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And
That's
then
so funny.
there's two versions. So if you do simple mode, you don't get the soul, which is pretty much incomplete, but you complete the mission. And if you complete on the regular, which is much harder, then you get the soul. So it's just like either way, you're just gonna have a very hard time. And I after playing like the first level, you know how the first level is really easy. No, no, you can't even make it past level 1. So
Oh my god.
yeah, so it's one of those games, and it's for the Switch. So I feel like now I'm gonna be playing that a little more because it's portable, and since I'm working back and forth in the studio because I've been doing podcasts, and at the studio I have this giant TV. I'm like, yeah, I might just bring that over and start playing, um, just anywhere I go, and that's what's keeping me honestly occupied. You can't hear me? No? What? That's crazy. Hello? See, Instagram doesn't want me to win. That's crazy. Say you say something. Just say anything. Instagram doesn't want me to win, everybody. That's crazy. Hold on. Let we do this. I'm gonna send you an invite and then we'll see. So I'm gonna X you out and I'm gonna send you an invite. No? No? All right, hold on. Send an invite. All right, we're gonna check this out, see if this works. Do it one more time. Yeah, they just don't want us to win. That's crazy. No viewers. What?
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, like it all like paused on my end, and then like your sound completely went out.
Your sound just
And
went.
like
I couldn't hear you at all. Like I just saw you and I was like, what the hell?
yeah, like it was just
I'm
I don't
telling
know,
you,
it like
Instagram,
paused.
they just know. They just know, like, oh yeah, he's out here making moves. They're about, and then I was like, yeah, cut him off. Cut him off.
Yeah. No, it was so weird because it like froze and then like I was frozen and I saw myself frozen, but I could hear myself perfectly fine. And then like it was I could hear you and then it just like I don't know, just
That
like
was a wrap.
bounced.
Oh, your bestie's in the room.
Huh?
Your bestie's in the room.
Oh. Yeah, hi. Oh yeah. We were talking about it today while we were painting. I was like, I can't.
That's awesome. So how do you feel about microchips?
About microchips,
Yeah.
like implanted in you.
I just want you to finish the sentence because that's what I was leading into.
Yeah, where I would go with microchips implanted in you. That's the only thing I would think about. Um, I actually just watched the conspiracy theory video about that. About how like
Let me know.
I don't know. I mean, anything's possible, right?
Right. You know, the funny thing about it is we didn't like back in the day, we didn't like surveillance. Like that was like, I forgot what year. That was like in the 90s. Actually, no, more so in the 80s too. Where we didn't like surveillance. In the 90s, we didn't really like that either. But then the convenience of the surveillance was, oh, you guys want to buy a GPS that you can put in your car? And then from the GPS in the car, they went like, all right, let's put the GPS in the phone. So now you're able to track where you go, but if you wanted to think like, oh yeah, they could also track me down too, because now I have GPS in my phone. So in regards, like they kind of just, oh no, not again. Oh, you know what? I'm convinced that Instagram is on to me. They're on to me. All right, we're gonna do this one more time. Declined? What? Instagram, you're taking the L today. I'm sorry. If I did dunk you today, you certainly get that. That's wild. Unreal. That's like twice. How's everybody doing in the room? How's it going, Harmony? Just waiting for Lola to get back in the room. It's crazy how Instagram is just doing whatever it wants. This is the first time this ever happened. Mm-mm-mm. Who got questions for me? Let's see. All right, let's see. We're gonna do this one more time.
Third time's the charm, right?
Oh man.
I
If
don't
it
know if it's like or something, but like it'll like you'll talk and then it'll like I'll freeze, it'll spaz for a second, and then I stop hearing everything, and then it comes back completely fine, and you're fine. I can't hear a thing.
yeah, I can't once you say that and you can't hear me, I can't hear you. Like
Yeah.
so then we just looking at each other like
Yep.
and now
Like
and this is the time I might have to learn sign language for real. This is definitely the time. Um
yeah.
what was I saying? See, it just Instagram just threw off the game. Um
Well, we were talking about microchips. Maybe they didn't like that. It's like, nope.
Oh, that's exactly. Then what the hell did we say before to get them to cut us off?
The fact that microchips could be a thing and government controlling and shit like that, and they were probably like, oh, nope. You
Yep. All
can't
right.
talk about
I was talking about GPS and how they put it in your phone, and then it cut me off. That's pretty
that.
much what was going on. So
Or
yeah.
like you're getting close.
Yo, fuck Instagram. Nah, that's they've been advertising me bullshit that they see what I look at in Google, and then I can't talk about things that I want to talk about. Like,
Mhm.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of microchips, because you ain't gonna stop me from talking about that. They were talking about how they're gonna have that in the vaccines and whatnot. So I'm just saying to myself, like, it was interesting to me, like the moment they were taking census while people were like dying, which is nuts. And they were like, oh, how many of y'all alive? All right, cool. So we're gonna give you a vaccine just to have an accurate count of how many humans are left in the world, more so America. And yeah, we're just gonna force, vaccines. So I was saying, like, yeah, you could refuse it, but if a job that you're trying to go for says you need to take the vaccine and it needs to be proof from the doctor you took it, then you still gotta take it regardless. So
Yeah.
at,
It's,
at the end
I
of,
mean, everything's crooked.
and what was the conspiracy that you said before they cut you off again?
Um, it was literally just the same thing that like back in the day, like in movies, they would say like they would joke around about microchipping like in the future, and then like it showed like a news clip about them talking about microchipping helping your health in the future. You must think a lot of us are really dumb to not see what you're doing. Oh, I froze again. It's gonna happen.
Oh no, no,
I froze. Oh.
no! If it does it again, what I'm gonna do? We're gonna no. It did it again. Fuck. You know what? We're gonna do a rain check. We're gonna do this within maybe like next week or the week after, and we'll do it again. I'll just put whatever. Right, hold on. Just when we had Andre in the room. And yeah, Andre, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to end it because uh the guest got muted by Instagram and Instagram's being an asshole. So we'll be back again, and Lola will be the first one to have a part two and recurring. Oh man. And she can't even hear me. That's the crazy part. Oh my god. I'm talking about you. All right. Peace.